Thank you for choosing to watch another free e-learning tutorial from dakinane.com. Today we are taking another look at the Android app Lensoo. This time you will learn about the Lensoo Premium App, its additional features and how to upload a completed project to Lensoo and then embed it into a third-party website. As I've said previously, Lensoo is a great tool for capturing student voice and therefore is an essential tool for the BYOD classroom. So if this app is not on your "this must get installed immediately" list, it should be. That's enough of a preamble, so let's get right into it. When I open my version of Lensoo, you will note that by clicking on the gear icon in the top right of the screen that I've already created my Lensoo account and have logged in. Note also the option to install free icons from icons8.com at the bottom of the list here. There are plenty of icons for most situations to be downloaded here. However, whilst I was browsing through the list of options, I was not able to locate any education category for icons. However, going directly to their site in my browser, I found plenty of education icons. I will leave it up to you to customize your icon list for Lensoo using the Icons 8 plugin. Exiting the plugin, you will note that creating a new presentation is the same as the free version. Simply click on the New Recording option on the top right of the screen. The toolbar in the premium version has a couple of extra icons which we will go through in due course. By clicking on the bucket fill icon, I can select the background I wish for the slide. The top section of the pop-out menu has a selection of backgrounds for me to choose from. If I want a flat colour, however, I just have to use the two palettes in the middle section of the pop-out. Just a note here, I found the selection tools are a bit tricky to use here with my finger. If you want greater accuracy in your colour picking, then I suggest using a stylus. Finally, in the bottom section of the pop-out menu option here, I can select an image to use as the background. I will use an image that I have already downloaded from the internet. Note how once I have selected the image, I have the option to tile the image multiple times or to use the single centered image. Once on the new slide, I click on the image icon on the toolbar and once again select the saved image icon and select the image I want to insert. Once the image is loaded into the slide, I can tap on it until it becomes active. Then I can move it to the desired location on the slide and using the handles increase or decrease the size. Using this insert image method will allow me to add multiple images to one slide by simply repeating this process. I'm now going to jump back to the first slide and look at the pen tool. I'll use the highlighter first. The palette set the colour, the slider sets the thickness of the nib. As you'd expect, the highlighter is slightly transparent. The eraser tool has three options to choose from. Eraser, clear all drawings, clear all images. The eraser thickness can be changed with the slider. To use the pen, I simply switch tools and edit this to my specifications and use in the same way that I did the highlighter. I find writing with my fingers on a tablet surface awkward, and once again using a stylus would make the task more efficient and in my case neater. This time, to erase my writing, I will use the eraser option rather than the clear all, just to illustrate how both options work. I'm going to jump to slide 2 now and look at using symbols. As you can see, there are plenty of icons already installed, but using the icons8.com facility, I would have access to thousands more. Take some time to explore what is here and then tailor the icons to meet your specific needs. I want to add an arrow. To do this, I select the icon, then tap and drag on the slide to create it. To edit the fill and edges of the arrow, I select it by tapping on it. The menu at the bottom of the screen appears, and using the spanner and hammer icon option, I can again use the palettes to set the colour of the outline and the fill of my arrow. Note the white boxes to the left of the palette. The blue tab on the fill button indicates that I am editing the fill colour. To swap, simply tap on the appropriate box, fill or line until the blue tab is showing. Then continue editing. With the arrow active, I can now move it about the screen to the location I want it in. If I want to rotate the arrow in 90-degree increments, I simply click on the rotate icon in the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. To add text to the screen that is typed, I simply click on the text icon, tap anywhere on the screen and the keyboard appears. Now I can type my headings, information, text, etc. I would suggest avoiding adding lots of text and keeping the text to headings, and let your voice be the greatest information source when it's time to record. Once I've completed typing, I click the Done button at the right of the text box and the keyboard disappears, but the text is still highlighted and a new menu appears at the bottom of the page. I can change the colour of the text by using the split colour icon and again using the palettes to make my selection. There is a limited font selection to choose from, and again I can make these choices from the icon to the right of the text colour icon on the toolbar. I can change the font size by using the font icons with the arrows on the left hand side of the toolbar. I simply use the slider to increase or decrease the size of the font to meet my needs. One of the tools that the premium version has is this laser pointer tool on the toolbar. I have started to record my presentation now, and I can select this tool during the recording to highlight key aspects of the slide to my audience. The video insert feature is also an excellent premium feature. Here you can see that I have turned the camera on, and whilst in a slide I can record myself, or using the icon in the top right of the window, make the camera point at something that I am looking at. To save my presentation, all I have to do is to stop recording and then click on the Done button at the bottom of the menu. The menu that pops up is self-explanatory. Just name the presentation and click on Publish. As the dialog box says, publishing can take some time. Because I am logged into my Lensoo account and am online, the app checks one last time if I'm happy for my content to be published to the Lensoo servers. I am, so I click Publish again. The new menu that appears should be completed accurately if you want your presentation to be easily located by the Lensoo community. Set the privacy setting, enter a description, and give your presentation a category if you wish, and press Publish again. Now the upload process begins. My presentation is now published, and I can now promote the presentation by clicking on the share icon and selecting the appropriate service I wish to share my presentation via. I can also download a copy of the presentation to my file storage on the tablet, or if this is a computer, to my computer. I can also use this download option to send the video to my YouTube account. Selecting this option, Lensoo asks which account I want to send the video to. Then it asks me to associate my Lensoo account with my YouTube account. All pretty standard stuff, and my presentation is now uploading to my YouTube account. You can also embed your Lensoo presentations into other websites such as a blog, LMS, wiki, website, etc. To do this, I need to log into my Lensoo account via my web browser. Make sure that you click on the Lensoo Create option when you get to the Lensoo site, and then log in using your Lensoo credentials. The dashboard opens and I can see my recently uploaded presentation. I select on the presentation, and because I'm on my tablet, I must select the Open in Browser option and not the app. I want the embed code. When the page loads, I scroll below the presentation and click on the grey button to highlight and copy the embed code. If you are unsure how to embed, click this link and it will take you to a video that shows you how. Thanks for watching this free tutorial. Your support is important to us and we value your feedback. So please leave a comment below, and also don't forget to like us. We aim to produce one tutorial per week, so why not subscribe? You won't regret it. So until our next tutorial hits your feeds, keep practicing.